Today, we're going to be taking a look at Hungary's changes for patch 137. I'm going to show you guys how to set up for an extremely easy world conquest. We're going to be starting as Hungary and eventually making our way to forming Germany, which also got updated. But before we get into the video, I wanted to thank today's sponsor, Paradox Interactive, and today's DLC, Winds of Change, which you guys should definitely check out. I will leave a link below in the description. You can pre-purchase it through my link, and it would help out my channel immensely. And it would let Paradox know to do this again for me in the future. But with that out of the way, let's get into the gameplay. Let's start with the states. I'm going to be doing 2 mana privileges, but I don't want to do a third because I like to keep my crown land above 20, so I'll be able to seize land and that will continue to stay above 20. Other than that, it's going to be oversight, religious diplomats, collective education, development of temples, and we're doing 5 clergy specifically for mission later. But to continue the nobility, increase levies, supremacy over the crown, for the burghers, patronage of the arts, indebted to the burghers, and free enterprise. For rivals, it's going to be Poland, Bohemia, and the Ottomans. I'm going to be grabbing this level 2 Diplo Rep Advisor. Ideally, he would have been level 1, but we won't keep him very long, so it's perfectly fine. That way we can ally to Burgundy day 1. We're also going to Royal Marry to Moldavia and Austria. I'm going to be recruiting the Grand Company, and this is so we can complete this first mission where we need to have a bigger army than Poland. The Grand Company has finished recruiting, so we can grab this mission here. I'm going to grab an alliance with Moldavia. That'll complete this mission here, control Moldavia. This doubles the chance that you will get Moldavia instead of Poland. We're not able to declare war yet. Of course, we don't have a leader at the moment, so we're going to have to wait for an event. In February, we should have enough points to dev this province 3 times after we give the Encouraged Development Edict. So we're just going to dev it up 3 times. And that should complete a mission for you, which will give you a PU on Poland. As long as Poland hasn't got the Jagiellon event, which he probably didn't in 3 months. That's going to be super nice to give you a PU on Poland and Lithuania, if he gets Lithuania. We'll accept our alliance with Austria. We'll grab a royal marriage with Burgundy. However, they did change it so you can accept the royal marriage and you can still get the inheritance that way. I'm going to start currying favors with Austria and Burgundy straight away. You get this event, the Diet of 1445. You're going to want to pick the top option. He's a pretty decent leader that you can just go ahead and put in your army. And we'll go ahead and attack Wallachia straight away. He has no allies at the moment, but even if he did, it'll generally be somebody weak that you could easily piece out as well. It looks like Poland got a Jagiellon, so that means that he got Lithuania, and we should be able to get that PU a bit later. We're going to use our Diplo and admin points to dev the gold. We're going to be deving it quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and grab full annexation on Wallachia. And notice I completed this mission here, but we want to wait until we have gold as 40% of our income, so we get an extra 2 base production. We do have this mission, Deal with Dracula, done. It's going to give us some subjugation claims on Serbia and Bosnia. Generally, Serbia will be guaranteed by the Ottomans, so it's not a war that I like to do straight away. So I'm just going to turn off my maintenance, mothball forts, and we're going to wait for our favors to tick up. Even though I had double the chance, it looks like Moldavia went with Poland. But it won't be a big deal. Poland will be under us anyways. I'm going to grab Mill 4 ahead of time. And it's almost time to declare on Poland, so I'll turn on my maintenance. I'm going to go ahead and declare Restoration of Union on Poland, call on Austria. And Burgundy should be able to help during the war. He's just currently in that war with Provence. I'll go ahead and focus on admin now, that we got our mill tech there. We have quite a big mill advantage in this war, so we can easily win battles like this. So we're just protecting our forts and making sure the siege happens smoothly. And go ahead and call on Burgundy now, that he's done with his war. I can't end this war for a while because my ruler is going to swap in 1455. We might as well just take the time and get more war scores so we can take money. I'm going to go ahead and grab this mission now that I have 40% of the debt being gold. And our total debt is now 18, and you can see we only have a 0.24 chance to deplete. So it's super solid to dev this a lot early. I'm going to go ahead and build another fort on the border with the Ottomans. This is for a mission. In 1455, you'll get this event here. You're just going to want to elect this guy as king, unless you want to be a PU under Austria. And now we should be good to end the war. I'm going to grab a union with Poland and some money. And I'll improve relations with Lithuania and Poland straight away. And I'll get this mission Jagiellon Union complete. Gives me a bunch of permanent claims. For Tier 2 reform, I'm going to grab Curtail Noble Privileges. I'm going to accept the royal marriage with Burgundy again. And then once again in a Regency Council, so I can't go to war for a bit. And I can go ahead and grab strong duchies now. My alliance with Austria is going to break as he wants to PU me. I'm not going to full state my provinces for now. I'm going to save up my admin for my idea group. I'm going to grab the institution here, Mill 5. And I got my forts built so I can get the Scourge of Europe. So I devved up 5 forts. You just have to improve the province 3 times that they're in. And this will complete this mission. And this is a super nice privilege. It gives you half off forts as long as they're on the border of your nation. So that's basically all the forts that I have right now. I'm going to get rid of my mercs and build up my armies a bit. I'm going to go for 12-4. Make sure I have generals. The admin 5 here, and we're going to be going for admin first, because we're going to want adaptability. Got the Black Army here, and they're a pretty good merc group. So I'm going to go ahead and go indebted to the burghers, so I can grab that. Go ahead and seize land. And I'm going to give the Diplo privilege now. We've just been staying above that 20, like we like. That way our autonomy is really nice. Got a 5-4-2 air, that's not too bad. I can complete this mission here. It's going to be a bit of crown land, as well as some claims. These claims are going to be on Bohemia, and I'm going to want to attack Bohemia because I can PU him in a bit here. I'm going to go ahead and support loyalists for a bit on these guys so they can help in the war. I'll go ahead and attack Bohemia, call in Burgundy. I like to always have an improved relations advisor going for the aggressive expansion. I'm going to go ahead and build 5 churches for one of my missions. This is mission here. I'm going to start getting through admin ideas straight away. So I got my mission done here. That's going to let me have a cheaper advisor. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that guy. We'll promote him to rank 3. I'm going to go ahead and dev up my province 3 times for a mission. This mission here, if you have 100 Orthodox dev, you can now do grant Orthodox autonomy, which is super nice. So I'm going to go ahead and grant that there. Basically, this is going to give me 100 religious unity. I'm going to go ahead and end this war. I'm going to give 5 provinces to Poland. Take some money. This will complete a mission here that will give me a restoration of union. So the mission down here. Notice that the Ottomans and Venice are fighting at the moment. So I'm going to take advantage of that and declare on Venice. I could have also declared on the Ottomans, but Venice has some nice trade. I'm hoping the Ottomans' ships will allow me to get to his capital. Oh yeah, Ottomans' navy is definitely doing work. I'm going to go ahead and start the Golden Age. I'm going to grab my first age ability. I'm going to pick Justified Wars. Ottomans are killing Venice's navy again. Mill 6 here. I can get my new units. I'm going to send some of my troops down the other side and see if I can get them to... I don't have a navy, so I can't really get there. I'm going to move my guys to Corfu to trick Venice into blocking my troops there. I don't know if it'll do anything. I realize I can't take these provinces in the war because I'm not connected. I'm going to go ahead and go to war with Bosnia, co-belligerate Serbia, just because I need to be able to core that land. I really want to get to its capital, but I don't think I can. I'm going to grab decentralized bureaucracy. Looks like I can grab this mission here. Gives some extra CCR for 20 years, so that's pretty nice. There's an opportunity. The Papal States. Oh, the Papal States is coming in clutch. Now I just need to be able to get the land. I'm going to grab adaptability. That's going to give you that 25% CCR. I'm going to fabricate with Ragusa. I need to be able to get to the coast and core stuff so I can get what I want this for. Luckily, England's in the war, so he's not going to peace out forever. I'm going to separate peace Serbia, full annexation, and then full annexation with Bosnia. I'm going to concentrate a little bit of dev to the capital. I'm going to delete any forts that aren't on the border. I got the subjugate Serbia mission done, which will give us some nice AE impact as well. So unfortunately, I can't core the provinces from here, so I'm going to have to give something to Croatia, which I didn't want to do, but it's all right. So I'm going to end this war. I'm going to give Croatia these 3 provinces and then take these 2, just because I can't. Range is causing an issue for me. But I got a strong economy now. We can get this tech cost and idea cost -10%. And I want to get to tech 7, so I can start getting a next idea group before I push any further in this idea. I'm getting coalition for that, it appears. There's some people that don't approve of my choices. I'm approving with Croatia because I want to annex them. I want that Venetian land. And I'm going to build some cannons here. I'm going to go ahead and start integrating Croatia. We'll grab the integration policy. Can also do the papacy annexation cost. I got the integrate Croatia mission here. Gives us some Diplo rep. Going to go ahead and declare restoration of union on Bohemia. Call him Burgundy. Looks like he doesn't really have many forts. So I can probably just barrage assault. I want to fight the Ottomans, so the sooner I'm done with this, the better. Grab the war taxes cost. I'm going to grab tech 7. I'm going to grab diplomatic for my second idea group. I think it's just a very solid idea group. And then I'll just go ahead and grab this union with Bohemia. And it looks like I'm getting coalition to quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and trade company this here. It's part of the Venetian trade node. We'll even do a trade company investment and could also upgrade the trade center. That's a surprise. We inherited Burgundy, I guess. The Emperor's going to be mad. The Emperor demands the Low Countries. Of course, I'm going to hit all of Burgundy as ours. I'm going to quickly sneak an alliance with Castile, so he will help me. Of course, I'm going to hit all of Burgundy as ours. I got this mission done here. And certainly Austria's not going to let me into the HRE, but we'll try. Apparently I get a bunch of claims if he says no, so that could be a win. Since I'm max on mill, I'm just going to get some professionalism. I'm just going to get war of trade power from anyone that isn't the main war target. I'm just going to kill these guys before the Ottomans do. Just go ahead and grab full annexation. Go ahead and declare war on this guy here. I'm going to go ahead and end the war with Austria. I'm going to steal the gold and just a bunch of other provinces. People are really upset at this point. But listen, he declared war on me. I'm innocent. And I got the great city of Buda done for, I concentrated some dev. This lets you change your production in your capital, though I think the current focus will work for us, which is code for I have no idea what's the most valuable. But taking all that land did no favors for the coalition. I'm going to grab the normal war operations from Anspec, then fully annex this guy that was released from Venice. Got my 4th reform. I'm going to do expand temple rights. I've annexed Croatia now. It's looking good. And I'm going to add everything to this trade company over here. I'm going to move my trade node to Venice. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this to a world port. And I'm also going to upgrade this trade center level 2. So the trade there is looking solid. Finish up admin ideas. Some extra gap cap. And I'll focus Diplo now. I'm going to go ahead and declare in the Ottomans, who've become a bit strong for my liking. Kind of left them alone longer than I would have liked. I'm just going to barrage Constantinople, and I think I'm just going to go assault it ASAP. The instantaneous assault. And now if he wants to fight me, he has to cross. That's the idea here. So he's going to take a negative penalty for crossing if he wants to fight me this way. He might just go around, I guess. Suppose I'll call in Castile. Why not? We got the Crusade buff, too. Not that I've actually fought the Ottomans. Oh, they're up here. They're too afraid to cross the water. But we're going to crush them here, so it's fine. I'm going to have to slacken here. I don't have to, but I think it's going to be smart. Got some Irish tradition here. I'm going to have Tunis Annual with the Ottomans. I'm going to grab flexible negotiation now. It's going to give us some province force war cost. All right, peace Transoxiana. And we have full war score. I'm going to end the war with the Ottomans. I'm trying to make rebels defect from him. So I'm kind of creating this complete surround of these provinces here. And that should be good. I'm going to concentrate dev a little bit. I lost all my professionalism in that. But I can actually start getting professionalism back. Professionalism is always handy to have in times like that too. I'll get the improved relations mod here. Sanction Dynasty. 302 is not the way. I'm going to go ahead and disinherit that guy. I got elected as the Papal Controller. It's not going to be super helpful now that I already have all the aggressive expansion. It'll still be good, but not super helpful. So I choose the Austrias coming up. And of course he would coalition me immediately, but I'm going to see if I can dismantle. But I need to get better relations with the electors. I'm going to try to influence them, make sure that they're happy. I have a few months on the truce. In the meantime, I'm going to provoke some rebels. So we provoked the Byzantium rebels, and we can provoke the Bulgaria rebels. I'm going to tell my subjects to be unpassive so they don't kill the rebels. So I'm just sending a bunch of gifts here. I'm trying to see if I can ally all the electors. Might be kind of difficult. So I was able to ally all the electors. Surprisingly, people like money. The rebels are going to start doing their thing here. So our truce with Austria ended. So I'm going to go ahead and declare in Austria. Cologne joined the war, so I have to go over his capital as well. So we'll send 1 stack up there, 1 stack to Austria's capital, which he deleted the fort. I can respect that. So I'm just going to barrage assault his capital. We could shift consolidate. Finish up diplomatic ideas. Looks good. Got a nice policy here. I'll send my subjects back to no focus. So I can go ahead and dismantle the HRE. Give me some prestige and splendor. I can grab this weaken Austria mission. I'll get Warp's trade power from Cologne. And we'll just start getting out other people in the war. I got a 315. That's kind of bad. I'm going to disinherit. I'm going to break alliance with the electors. Grab mill 9 here. Got a 524. That's pretty decent. We'll take it. I'll just get war ups, trade power from all the other targets in the war. The coalition is disbanded here, which I'm happy to see. I've been improving relations like crazy. Problem is we might reignite the coalition from this war. Protestant Reformation just spawned in. I'm going to force Naples to annul with Castile. I'm going to dev this province to 25 over here. I'm doing that for a mission that gives us a bunch of reform progress for every time we get a national idea. That'll give us a boost and let us get our tier 5. I'm going to do military engineering. And I'm going to get full annexation with Austria, giving these 2 provinces to Burgundy and the rest to me. That's going to complete the mission, take Vienna. And I'll select the first option because it gives us extra diplomat and some diplo power. The other one just says subjugation CBs, which I don't really need. And I'm going to grab this final mission, and this mission gives us max effective absolutism, which is pretty nice. That translates to admin efficiency. I'm just waiting for these guys to defect. There goes Bulgaria. I'm going to go ahead and declare war. This war should be really fast, just going to carpet siege. I'll go ahead and grab full annexation. And that gave us a mission to liberate Bulgaria, as well as push to Constantinople, since we already have Constantinople. Okay, Byzantium got defected. Go ahead and declare war. Full annexation with Byzantium. That's going to complete this mission here. Secure Macedonia. We get a 75% off advisor. Super solid. I'm going to upgrade that to max rank. So we got all level 5 advisors now. I'm going to go back to focusing admin. Need to make sure I get rid of all my elector allies that were lingering around. Naples sadly got PU'd by France, which I don't like. I'm going to declare war on Ragusa. My mission tree has some provinces I need in that region. And I got the mission done here, which gives us negative 15% aggressive expansion impact for 20 years. So pretty solid. I lost the papal controller, but that's to be expected. I'm going to have the papal states give war ups and money. So I have regency, and it's going to last for 6 years, which kind of sucks. So 6 years of peace incoming. I'm just going to white peace the Ottomans. I'm going to grab full annexation with Ragusa. And that grabs me this mission, recover Dalmatia. Gives me claims on Naples stuff. So I have permaclaims on Naples. I got this mission done as well, Bosnian security. We'll grab colonialism here. Age of Reformation has officially begun. And the end of the Black Army is here. It gives us good army tradition, however. I'm going to work on my professionalism for a bit, because I'm so far ahead in military. I'll grab Diplo and Ab and Tech 10. And I'm going to pick Influence as my next idea group. We do need to annex some subjects. I'm going to build some government buildings. These are going to be important to have. I'm going to start doing Influence ideas. This is a nice event here. You get some stab costs at the end of the game. I'm going to go ahead and declare war on Trent. There's a mission where I need to take all of Venice. And I want to get it done. Golden Age is officially over. I'm just going to grab full annexation with Trent. A little bit of money. That's going to complete my mission here, which is going to give me trade power in Venice. So that's super solid. Spain has no heir, so I'm going to go ahead and request my relative. It's going to cost a lot of aggressive expansion, I guess. That's fine. I'm going to do this Order of the Dragon thing that I kind of forgot about. So I'm just going to grant this. Costs a little bit of mill points. It's similar to the Castile one, but you can only have one option. Go ahead and grab this mission, which is going to give us a lot of armor tradition. 0.5 iron tradition for every province with it enabled. So that's going to put us at 99. Maybe we can recruit some insane generals. Wow. Wow. Never mind. Okay, guys, we've done a majority of our mission tree. We're actually going to be swapping to Austria now. I'm going to go ahead and unstate things. I'll keep Austria stuff stated, of course. So now I'm going to culture shift to Austrian. And then I'm going to select reclaim the Archduchy of Austria. We're going to hit yes, please. We want their traditions. So we're just going through restating up all of the land here. Of course, we're going to leave our trade companies. I'm going to go ahead and select core all. There's still a lot to core, but we did get a large chunk of it record. Obviously, we have a few missions done here. We can do this mission. We get some mercantilism here. Crown of Bohemia. Of course, these are RPU already. We got the Surpass the Poles mission. They're already RPU, of course. Just some nice missions to complete here. We're going to become the Austrian Empire. Sounds cool. Got the Reclaim Burgundy. We'll do the second option here. Got the Royal Hungary. Secure Croatia. Got the Balance of Power. 1-5 wars, currently 38. Solid. We get aggressive expansion pact per level of the Diplo Advisor. So that would be 10% right now. I got the Multicultural Empire, which is a pretty solid one. We either get -2 unrest, some more max cultures, Monarch Diplo skill +2, and then cheaper for remote culture, or we make it so you can convert faster and you get loyalty every time you do. I personally think the unrest is going to be more handy. And of course, if you want to restate everything, it's going to take some time. I'm going to get rid of a couple of forts. I'm missing one province for the requirements for this mission. So I'm going to need one province from South Germany. I'm going to go and strengthen my government for legitimacy. We're still working through influence, of course. I'm going to work on our mission here where we need 7 dev. I'm going to core more stuff. I'm going to get a claim on Scilly. I'm going to go ahead and declare on Scilly. My peace with the Papal States. And I'm going to go ahead and annex Scilly. And I got the Secure Lectors mission done. And this mission changes if the HRE is dismantled, which I'm super happy that they made sure to do. And of course, we only have one possible branch, the Germany path. So we got a bunch of claims down here. I need 3 more provinces up in this region, so I'm looking to go to war with some people up here. Could send an insult to Liège so that it's not bad to declare war with them. And I'll just go ahead and jump into that war. I'm going to go ahead and wipe these secondary targets in the war. I'm going to go ahead and give Burgundy these 2 provinces. It's going to be a bit aggressive, but nothing too bad yet. I'll go ahead and declare on Halra. I just need 1 more province for a mission. I'll go ahead and end the war. Just going to grab this 1 province. That should be good. We'll go ahead and give Burgundy that province. And that will complete a mission for us, the Austrian Netherlands. Gives us some trade power in the English Channel. But it also unlocks this Tier 6 government reform that disables the Dutch revolt disaster, gives -10% Diplo annexation cost, 150 gov cap, and -10 liberty desire in subjects. So super solid. We finally record everything, so that's good. Everything's in a full state. Grab Tech 11 here. I'm going to summon some influence ideas here. I'm going to summon the Diet. That should complete my mission for Balance the Estates. That'll be nice. We need to do the University of Vienna. We need 25 dev in this province. Sure thing. Encourage dev a bit. Okay, that's done. So that's going to put a university in that province, as well as we are less likely to get hit by plagues and we get some innovativeness. This one requires us to have 180 dev in Austrian culture. It's actually going to just start converting some culture. It'll take a bit of time. I'm going to start working on a navy. Just going to recruit a bunch of heavies. I'll get rid of the trade ships. I'm planning to be very aggressive, but before that, I want to kind of get some missions done. I also need 5 provinces that are Austrian, Dev 20, and 3 buildings. So I'm going to start working on that. We'll go ahead and seize land. Crown land's pretty good, 62%. We just need a lot of culture converting. I'm going to go ahead and declare on Brandenburg. I need just 2 provinces from him. Need to turn off war taxes for the age. I kind of forgot about it. I'm going to build a flagship. We'll do flagship cannons, fleet morale, and engagement with. I'm going to wipe peace secondary targets in the war. I just want a very short truce with most people. I'm going to work on some professionalism. I'm trying to get to 60 so I can get the refund. I'm not trying to be very aggressive yet. I'm kind of just trying to take care of the setup. So I'm just going to take the 2 provinces required. So I got that mission done there. What's nice about this mission is it gives permanent claims in North Germany, so that's pretty huge. I got this mission done as well, which gives me a 75% off Mill Advisor. I'm going to finish up Influence, and I'm going to grab the policy, the integration policy. So I'm building a claim on the Papal States right now because I need to get into a war against Aragon. So I want 4 provinces in Iberia. I'm going to get a claim on the Papal States here. I'm going to go ahead and declare war. I'm going to co-belligerate Siena to pull in Aragon. So I'm going to end this war. I'm just going to take 4 provinces in the Iberia region for a mission. So we got the Iberia relations because we have 4 provinces in Iberia. That's going to give us a restoration of union on Castile. Now I'm just going to improve relations with Castile. I will proclaim guarantee, and I will send a gift, a large gift. Let's go ahead and send Great Britain a scornful for the relations with Castile. Perfect. So now I'm going to hit unite with the Iberian crown, and we now have a union with Castile. And I'll go ahead and give Castile these provinces. I don't really want them. I got this mission done here, so it just makes it so this province is less likely to deplete the gold. I need 5 provinces that have 3 dev and 3 buildings. I've been working on that. I got my regain manpower while disbanding. That's important for a future mission. Other than that, we're just trying to dev a little bit. I'm going to focus Diplo now. And I've made a template of 30 guys. I'm just going to recruit these up and then disband them. And that's going to let me complete this mission, Shift the Balance. I needed 125k guys to put up 7 and Great Power rank 4 more. I'm going to go ahead and disband these guys now. I could complete this mission, but it does give 20% Diplo cost for 20 years, so I might want to hold it until I'm ready to annex people. I'm going to ally to the Mamluks. They could be a good option to fight the Ottomans with. I'm going to get rid of the Orthodox autonomy so I can start converting them. And I'm going to grab the Defender of the Faith. That gives me religious turmoil. That's okay. I got the Austrian Propers mission done. And there's an edict that gives province and governing cost -5%. Kind of interesting. I'm going to drop strong duchies so I can get the nobility influence below 40 for a mission here. You can either have dev cost if influence is less than 40, or manpower if it's above 80. I don't want to fight the rebels, so I'm just going to go with the bottom option. I'm going to go ahead and declare war on the Ottomans. I'm going to promise Mamluks land and co-belligerate France. It's quite a big war. I'm going to focus most of my efforts on fighting France first. So I'm going to hard focus on France and just use my ships to block. France is the second great power behind me. And I'm going to go for Paris. So I've got Paris. Just a nice barrage assault, no fort. This war could be a little stressful. There's a lot of people. Hopefully the Mamluks can kind of deal with the Ottomans, but I don't know. I don't trust them. I'll grab the morale from the church. Also have Aragon annul with France. I'm going to end the war with France, ask him to annul with the Ottomans, and give me a little bit of money. I'm going to proclaim Holy War. I will do the leader cost, Nobles of the Robe. And I'm going to move toward the Ottomans. The Mamluk quit. They lost land. White Peace Milan. White Peace Genoa. And I'll go ahead and end the war with the Ottomans. I'm just trying to complete the Scourge of Europe. So I need to push him out of Europe. This war should accomplish that. Let's go ahead and grab the Ottoman Menace. Then we'll get the Scourge of Europe. We get Missionary Strength to the end of the game. Solid stuff. We get some extra siege ability for some time, war exhaustion, and then we got the Emperors of the East. If we had Byzantium as a subject, it would change to Latin Empire, but of course we don't. It also gives Imperial Authority growth, which is nice, but the HRE is gone. I'm going to go ahead and release this person as a subject, because I don't want to have to core that land, and I'm just going to grant him all the provinces. So before we go crazy and attack all of Europe, we're kind of waiting to get our tech in a good spot. And I want to finish this mission here, which gives all estates loyalty equilibrium +10 till the end of the game. Pretty nice, but you need 50 dev in Vienna, so it's kind of rough. Mill 12 and admin 12. New units. And for this mission down here, I'm going to need 250,000 guys. I'm going to go ahead and recruit 20,000 more guys. I'm going to work on deving Vienna. So I finished deving up Vienna to 50. And I'll grab the Vienna Waltz. And that's going to give us the monthly splendor +4 and the all states equilibrium. Pretty solid. I'm going to disinherit my heir. I don't really want a 0 admin guy. I got this week in France mission now. I guess it did count after I beat the Ottomans, so I get bronze force for cost for 10 years. I'm going to go ahead and recruit up 75,000 guys for a mission. And I'm also going to grab the Independent Army and the Grand Company. I need 250,000 guys. I'll go ahead and grab Religious Wars for my Age of Reformation ability. So I'm going to grab this mission, Spread the von Habsburg, which gives 20% Diplo annexation cost for 20 years. And then finally, we're going to grab this AEIOU, which gives you Diplo Rep +2 and Diplo annexation cost -10% until the end of the game. And you can see here we have a -110% Diplo annexation cost, so not bad. Now I'm going to make a quick save to show you how quickly you could annex your subjects. I don't actually want to annex my subjects right now because they're going to be helpful, but I just wanted to show you the potency. So let's say we wanted to integrate all our subjects, besides Spain anyways. So there's 1 month. There's month 2, we've annexed Bohemia. Month 3, we've annexed Lithuania and Poland. And month 4, Burgundy. Just to show you how powerful it is. Again, I'm going to reload back to where we were before that. I just wanted to show you guys what it would look like. So we are back. Of course, we are not going to go for the annexation. I just wanted to show you guys what it might look like. I'm going to go ahead and get Alliance of Scotland just so I can land my troops on England. I'm going to try to get military access over here, get my armies moved over here. And I'm going to ask Scotland for military access. The idea here is that we want to go after the great powers before we declare war on the entirety of Europe. So I'm going to go ahead and attack Great Britain here. We'll co-belligerate Portugal, and let's jump into that war. And again, this only works because we have an alliance and military access with Scotland. Otherwise, we would have to manually move our guys. I went ahead and just rushed towards London, and he's probably in the New World. I don't even know where he is. So I'm going to give him the good old carpet siege. He only had 2 forts in his entire nation, which I can respect, but it is a choice. So round 2 of the carpet siege. We're just going to do all of Ireland real fast. You can see that's really quick. And I recommend you guys use control groups when you're doing carpet sieges. For example, I could say control 1, this is that group. Control 2, this is that group. I'm going to go ahead and feed Castile a bunch of this land. The idea with Portugal when you want to annex Portugal is that you need to take away his non-mainland stuff first. Because if he has less than 5 provinces in Iberia, he can become Brazil, and that's super annoying. Just keep that in mind. But we'll go ahead and grab these provinces to Castile. We did co-belligerate, so it's a-okay. I'm going to move my troops to get ready to go to war with France. I'm going to go ahead and end the war here, just taking a bunch of war score stuff. I'm going to be granting Burgundy the land over here. That leaves me at 112, so I can grant Burgundy a couple more. Okay, so we should be good. Go ahead and pour some of that up. Now I'm going to declare war on France. I'm also going to declare war on Denmark, just because I find him to be annoying. I'm trying to go after the annoying nations like Britain and Denmark that involve having to use a navy and stuff like that. So right now we're kind of shutting down the great powers of the world. So we're kind of targeting people like France, Great Britain, Portugal. I'm going to go towards Teutons, calling Gotland, the voting order in Riga. The reason for this war is just I want to be able to feed Denmark to Lithuania eventually, but I'm kind of limited on my options to do that. I'll go ahead and white piece Genoa. Grab Tech 13 here. So it's just France and his subjects in the war now. I'm going to grab full annexation with Livonian Order. I'm going to grab full annexation with Riga. I'm going to grab full annexation with Gotland. And I'm going to go ahead and give Poland as much as possible of the Teutons. Of course, our aggressive expansion is pretty high. I'm going to end the war with Denmark. Just going to take a bunch of its land. I'm going to end the war with France, just giving as much as I can to Burgundy. Now, I wanted to release Sweden, but I didn't realize he was still alive. So I guess we're going to release Finland and feed them a lot of land, but that's going to give them a lot of rebels, probably. They've got this. I'll have to babysit them, I'm sure. I'm going to feed Lithuania here. Alrighty, so that brings my overextension down, and that's manageable. So you can see I've targeted every major player in Europe that could join the coalition. So there's 2 scenarios here. A, they coalition me, and I declare war on all of them. Or B, they don't coalition me, and I just kind of slowly conquer them all. So we'll kind of just have to see what happens. So they are starting to coalition me, and that means war. So I'm going to be declaring war on Regensburg and co-belligerating every possible target, because they dare threaten me with a coalition. Sweden entered the coalition. Alright, Sweden, it's war. So I'm going to start slackening standards, and that's probably going to be on for a while. We're going to need a lot of manpower. I will now consider any attempts to join a coalition in active war. So for my first bit of business, it's going to be getting a path from my land to theirs. So basically, we're going to ignore that they're sieging us for the most part, and we're just going to siege them. I know, it's 100 IQ. So we're sieging with 3 stacks here. 2 stacks are coming down from here, and then another stack is just, I don't even know. That hopefully they're doing something. They're doing some crazy death stack over here. I get it, guys. You have a lot of guys, okay? Guess they're just going to bully those guys there. So that's, those guys are dead. So long. They also killed me over here. Okay, this is annoying. We might need to stack in 40,000s then. Sweden is dead, and so Finland can have Sweden. Sure thing. They wiped out another stack of guys, sadly. Saluzzo, coalition. That is a declaration of war. So I'm declaring war on Milan. I'm going to end the war with Aragon. I'm just going to take some of these annoying island provinces. And Aragon is the first victim. So I'm going to give all of Lubeck to Poland. I'm going to fully annex Holstein. And you can see our whole nation's getting sieged, and I simply don't care. I just had everyone relocate to London before the war. All the other land is fully abandoned. So I'm going to have to take a moment to help out Finland. You want to look through the war exhaustion to see if anyone's low. That way you'll know when someone's going to leave. And the AI likes to do this weird surround thing, where they kind of like circle you like sharks. It's very odd. So I'm going to grab full annexation from Strasbourg, which is funny because they're going to win the siege, but too little too late. And just remember, rebels are friends because they attract the attention very well of these guys. So when a nation gets a little more revolt going, it actually is good for us. And Hamburg has had enough. They would like to give me their province. So that is nice of them. The war is heavily being fought over here now. There come our rebel friends. Remember, they're your allies. Although rebels in Finland are not your friend because that's too far away for the AI to care. So I'm going to annex Lorraine, give them to Burgundy. annex Trier to Burgundy. And I got defeat the French mission I didn't notice. Right on. I'm gonna grab the burger loans because we're gonna need them. You can see both sides are taking heavy losses. I'm gonna give you Utrecht to Burgundy. So Aachen will be given to Burgundy. My nation is pretty much fully sieged, but it doesn't really matter. Devastation's just a number. So it's time for Dortmund to be annexed, and also Helra, and Munster, and East Frisia. And I've intentionally got myself a bit overextended to get more rebels popping. We're gonna annex Oldenburg, colonization of Friesland. We're getting very overextended. So the rebels are coming. We're gonna annex Bremen. And I'm calling in my rebel allies to the war here. You can see our nation is gonna be very mad. Colonization with Berg. I'm honestly taking more land than I would like to. The Mamluks quit on me. That's okay, we don't need them. The rebels are coming in full force right now. They're here. Cologne goes to Burgundy. In my next idea group, I am going to select quantity. Verdun goes to Poland. I'm gonna have to pull one stack to go on a journey to some rebels that are on islands, which I can't really afford, but I'll have to. I'll grab Empower the Burgers. I'm assaulting this because I really am trying to get Bohemia involved in the taking of land, I guess you could say. I'm trying to like greedily carpet siege here, which is questionable at best. Just nobody murder me for like 2 seconds, okay? All right, you have to win this 29v20. You will win. You better. Then I gotta sail down to like Malta. Okay, so we can finally get Bohemia involved, which is needed. So I'm gonna end the war with Saxony full annexation. I'm gonna give as much as I can to Bohemia. Unfortunately, I had to take these 2 provinces because he doesn't have war score costs like I do, so I had to take some of them for myself. But that is okay. So Bohemia can kind of start getting in here and getting overextended like the rest of us, okay? It's his turn. Hesse to Bohemia. Mainz to Bohemia. You know, I can wipe Hughes Scotland. I'm never going there. I'll try to ease the tension a little bit, you know? There's some slight tension building. Wurzburg to Bohemia. Nuremberg to Bohemia. Aragon apparently defected 1 province. I didn't get there in time. So I'm not overextended at the moment, but obviously my subjects are slightly overextended. So Annex back to Bohemia. Mainz to Bohemia. So we're trying to push through Europe pretty good here. We'll go ahead and annex Brunswick to Bohemia. Rothenburg to Bohemia. Oh, we end of lose turmoil. All the turmoil's over. Good to hear. I just realized Mecklenburg's over here trying to blend in and not be at war, but I don't accept that. Poland is going to take Magdeburg. Poland will take Mecklenburg. Not at war with Stettin. Let's change that. People up here just trying to hide. It's unbelievable. I'm going to focus military for a bit. Colonization on Augsburg. I need to land right, so let's do that. Colonization with the Palatinate. I'll take the 1 province over here, and they can get the rest. Burgundy will grab Baden. Burgundy's going to take Württemberg. Stettin to Poland. Colonization on Memmingen. So my professionalism is at 0 now, so it did drain from 60 to 0. So you can see things are starting to look better. We're unsieging my stuff. We've obviously taken a lot of Europe, but we got to kind of push into Italy now. And I'm going to grab colonization with Switzerland, which is, unfortunately, I have to take most of the land over there because it's just too much war score otherwise. But we do get the mission here done. This mission gives you a fort, and over here we got this mission. We get some reform progress growth, some other nice bonuses. See if I can concentrate dev a little bit, because it's just kind of a lot. Switzerland is a lot of dev. I'm going to have Burgundy take Geneva. I'll have Burgundy take these 2 provinces from Genoa. On the war with Milan and Saluzzo. I'm just going to keep giving Burgundy more land. I want him to connect to Tuscany. I'm going to have to take Salzburg. Unfortunately, Regensburg is the war guy, so I won't be able to sever peace him first. I got this mission done, the Duchy of Bavaria. Some nice bonuses there. I'm getting a ton of rebels now because of the little bit of high levels of overextension, but it can't really be helped. Yeah, I'm getting rebels literally everywhere, but I'm no longer overextended. So I'm going to sail around some guys steal the island rebels once again. You should always delete your forts on islands so you don't have this problem. That's annoying. I'm going to have full annexation with Ferrara. I'm going to end the war with Tuscany. It's kind of pathing my way down here. Partially to Burgundy and 1 to me. Full annexation with the 3 leagues. Siena goes to Burgundy. So I'm going to annex Corsica. I'll go ahead and peace out the Papal States. I'm kind of splitting up the land between me and Burgundy. Rome is a nice place and it belongs to me. I can now proclaim holy war and levy church taxes. That's fine. Rebels in London, which means we got to get back over there. So this war was a total of 22 years, so I didn't fight the best, but that's fine. It did involve a lot of Europe, though, so it's totally fine. Let's look at my total losses for fun. 1.2 million. At any rate, let's end the war. Whether or not it's good to do something like that is up for debate. I'm not sure. I am 9,000 in debt now. I'm going to remove a bunch of these forts because they're kind of silly. You don't really need forts to protect yourself from your subjects. So I'm not overextended anymore, but we do have a lot of revolts to handle. I'm going to war with the Teutons just to get rid of them. I'm going to go ahead and annex the Teutons, just giving them to Poland. I'm going to go ahead and declare war on France, Carbohydrate Aragon. I'm going to grab the institution and tech 15s. So I'm going to give this province to Burgundy. They unintentionally got a mission done, but we'll take it. Grab this one here. That does give us permanent claims on the region of Naples, so that's pretty nice. So I'm going to cyberpeace out Genoa, just feeding Burgundy a bit. And the age of absolutism is closing in about 20 years, so I'm going to start getting rid of privileges. You just want to make sure you don't get caught in a situation where you can't get rid of your privileges. So I'm just going to get rid of a couple, and that should be good for now. We'll keep at it throughout the years. I want to make sure I'm active with that. I'm going to peace out Aragon and just take more land for Castile and one province for me. So I'm going to end the war with France. I'm just taking some stuff over here, some stuff over here. My plan may have backfired here. I was going to try to give it to Castile, but he's already overextended. And I bet Burgundy's overextended too. Actually, he's not. Well, I'll give what I can to Burgundy. I haven't given him a lot to core, but he's been handling it pretty well. I'm going to need to half-state a couple things, because I am over my gut cap. I'm going to fabricate a claim with Great Britain. And I'll go ahead and declare war with Great Britain. And since not all my subjects can help me in the war, I'll declare in Denmark, so that they have something to do. I'm going to start repaying some loans, and I need to get rid of more privileges. I'll go ahead and grab full annexation with Denmark. I'm going to end the war with Great Britain here. I'm going to take these provinces here. I'm hoping that Burgundy can take some of these, because otherwise I'm going to be hellishly overextended. I have recovered from my debt pretty well. We're in 3 loans right now. We do make quite a bit of money. So I'm going to try to give Finland a bunch of provinces over here. So Finland's looking good. We're going to see what Burgundy can take. Looks like he's not overextended anymore, so he can take quite a bit. If you can release Wales to just help me out with some of the overextension. So I'm going to give Wales a few provinces to core up. I'm going to go ahead and declare with Muscovy next. The 2 Sicilies. They got independence, huh? Looks like Naples broke free and became the 2 Sicilies. Good for him. Get rid of more privileges here. So I'm going to mostly annex Muscovy. He has some stuff over here that I can't get to. That is fine. And I'm going to try to give everything to Lithuania, because I don't want it. I'm going to attack the Great Horde, and it looks like this guy has lots of perma claims for some reason. Sure thing. So my texts are all looking ahead of time. Looking very good in that front. I'm going to transition to my late game template, and that is a 15-0-10. It is a great siege stack. Let's go ahead and build 2 of those stacks. We'll eventually conform to that template everywhere. And I'm going to continue to rein in these privileges, so to speak. We're in a pretty good spot, as you can see. The Age of Reformation is officially ending in 121 months. So conform to that template over here. I'm going to start upgrading Malta. I kind of forgot I had it, but Malta's a good one to upgrade. On White Peace AGM. So I'm going to end the war with the Great Horde. I'm just going to give a bunch of land to Lithuania. I'm going to go ahead and jump into a war with Portugal now. I'm kind of just going around warring with everybody in a circle. For my 9th reform, I'm going to pick Machiavellian's Reign. Let's let you truce break a little cheaper, as well as Absolutism. I am debt-free now. My little colony over here got declared on by the 13 colonies. So I'm going to try and enforce peace. It looks like they won't take it. So that's going to put me at war with Great Britain. And that seems nice because we had a truce, and that kind of circumvented the truce, per se. I'm going to give Burgundy the last province of the Papal States. I'm going to hit We Will Never Support Such a State. I'm going to grab Admin 17. I'm going to build a couple of universities for the next age objective. I'm going to end the war with Portugal. I'm just going to take whatever provinces I can that are outside of Europe, and then I'm just going to take a couple here. As long as he has 5 or more, it should be fine. He won't become Brazil. I'm going to end the war with Great Britain because I don't want to get the war goal. It's in the New World. Of course, it's going to tick down, so that is fine. So I'm going to give Burgundy some of the land. I'll give Wales some of the land. I'll give Castile some land down here. And hopefully that'll leave me in, a pretty good spot. So my truce with France is over, so I'm going to declare in France, Carbohydrate, Aragon, Genoa, and Milan, and Tuscany. All of them. So separate peace with Tuscany, full annexation. And I can core those up. Milan will go to Burgundy. Genoa to Burgundy. Aragon goes to Castile. And be careful with this mission, the Crown of Spain, because if I click it right now, it would kind of screw me over. It would make Castile an integrated PU, which would reset the timer to integrate. So I'm not going to do that mission, and then just want to give you guys a bit of a warning. Although it would make it cheaper to annex and not take a Diplo slot. Grab the institution here. And we can get our text to 17. It's the Age of Absolutism is here, officially. We'll go ahead and end the war with France. I'm just going to be taking a couple stuff for different subjects. I'm going to go ahead and start integrating Castile now. And this is mostly because I want to be in range to take Portugal out. And Castile is a bunch of random stuff throughout the world. That way I should be in range for the provinces I want. So I'm going to start deving cheapest cost for Crown Land. This is because I need more max absolutism. So I've cleared out my privileges completely. And our max is at 98, so it's not quite where we need it to be. Remember earlier in the game we got an award with Hungary where we get an extra 10% max effect of absolutism. So we can get up to 110 absolutism effectively. Right now we only have 98. So I'm kind of just hanging out for a bit, trying to save some power points. I want to get my Absolutism sorted out before I go to my next war. Finish up quantity here, get some nice land attrition. I'm continuing to develop for Crown Land. Seizing land for a bit of Crown Land. We're up to plus 10 max Absolutism, so we're at 108. Pretty solid. I'm going to upgrade this great project to rank 1. It gives 10% advisor costs, and for rank 1 that's pretty good. For my first age ability, it's going to be the admin efficiency. Okay, so we annexed Castile here. I'm going to go ahead and unstate everything now. We're going to move into the half-state style, because we have a lot of land. And it's going to help with absolutism. It'll hurt your economy a bit, but it should be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and state up everything. I'm going to ruin my trade company as well. Mostly because I'm lazy and I don't want to do trade company stuff. You don't really need to. You could trade company all of Europe, just as a side note, and you'd make tons of money. And it's probably good to do, but I just don't really think it's necessary. You do lose out on max force limit and stuff like that if you do that, but it is an option. But I know my capital is going to be moved anyways soon, so there's kind of no point in keeping the trade companies. Now that we're half-stated everywhere, I'm going to show you guys a trick to max your absolutism. Go ahead and go to your autonomy view, and you're going to want to click the plus button on a ton of provinces. You want to be sure to have at least 1,000 dev worth when you do this. So essentially what you're doing is raising autonomy to 70% everywhere. So once you've done that, go ahead and unstate everything, and then you're simply going to restate it. What this does is removes the cooldown on the decreased autonomy recently. So it's all unstated, and now we're going to restate it again. Okay, so it's all restated now. Now we're just going to wait the month tick. So after the month tick, we're just going to go ahead and decrease autonomy everywhere. Do note that this is going to cause a lot of unrest. You're basically lowering autonomy everywhere. That's all done, and our absolutism is maxed, so it looks good. We are a bit over our gov cap at the moment, however. I'm going to see if we can get some... I'm going to try to build some government buildings. In fact, I may have to take a couple loans to do this. I'm hoping that will help our situation. I can grab this crown of Spain now, and I guess this recovers Cilicia. So I'm going to go ahead and declare war on Great Britain here. So my gov cap is in check now. So I noticed a bit of an issue. Great Britain has a bunch of land over here that we'll never be able to get to, so I have to kind of solve that problem, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. For now, I'm just going to take a bunch of England's land. That looks good to me. I'm going to give Burgundy this land. I don't want to have to core things. I'm going to go ahead and start annexing Finland, as there's no more land that he can really get. I'm going to start upgrading Alhambra. It's an important one. I'm going to recruit some guys in the New World, because I need to go to war with some of the natives. Integrated Finland, that's good. I'm going to integrate this other guy as well. Just trying to get all my subjects dealt with. I'm going to steal a Defender of the Faith. I'm going to declare war on these guys here, and Great Britain will be in the war. Getting this weird disaster every time I go to war, Hungarian Revolution. I don't even know what that is. I'm going to grab Tech 18, and I'm going to do Humanist Ideas. I'll go ahead and white peace England in this war. This is super annoying that Great Britain has provinces here that are his. So I'm going to grab a bunch of provinces here from this guy. The only reason I'm doing this is so I can connect to Britain, because Britain has actual provinces that are stuck in the middle of the nation that I have to get to annex him. Because I'm planning to farm England, so it's kind of an annoying experience, but it'd make it work sometimes. But I'm just going to grant all these provinces to Vinland. So Vinland now has all that garbage. Thank goodness I don't want it. So I'm going to declare war on France. I'm going to have Tunis and almost France. So I'm going to go ahead and end the war. The main importance of this war is connecting to these random Great Britain provinces that are just stuck in the middle of nowhere, because I need to get those to annex England. So I'm going to go ahead and declare war on England. For the sake of your guys' entertainment, we're going to let the Hungarian Revolution trigger. So I know you guys are interested. I'm interested. So lose 3 stability and get 1 trillion rebels. So I killed the rebels and boosted my stability. I gotta go kill the rest of my rebels. So the end of the revolution is here. This is kind of neat. You can get a stability. All core provinces will lose 50 autonomy. Or you can change to Austria-Hungary. I'm going to click this real quick just to show it, and then I'll probably roll back the save. So taking a quick look here, we get 5 discipline, 30 manpower accepted, culture, 10 goods produced, -1 national rest, -20% states governing costs, which is actually pretty insane. Provincial trade modifier and artillery costs and artillery combat, with our national ideas being 10% morale, 2 diplo rep, and heretics and heathens do not give any penalties. However, the negative side, we're an Endgame tag, and obviously that would not be good, so we're going to roll it back. So we're back here. We're, of course, just going to hit the first option, stay Austria. So I'm going to end this war, and I'm just going to take all his provinces that have no connection, and I'm going to give Vinland as many as possible. Okay, so Vinland has all of them now. Thank goodness. And now I'm just going to immediately truce break. I can't get the war score to annex him until I've kind of killed him off over here, so it's kind of annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and grab full annexation from Great Britain, and that's going to give me a bunch of his colonies. I'm going to grab the integration policy just to get rid of my subjects. I guess some people are mad about that. I'm going to go ahead and return Rome to the Papal States just for a little bit. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to be able to use the send papal legate, but I can't because my papal points keep going down. I'm gonna go ahead and start annexing Wales. I'm gonna buy some indulgences so the Pope will like me, so I can get more of the papal points. So I've gone ahead and started the integration process from all my unions, so Burgundy, Bohemia, Poland, and Lithuania. And I'm gonna go ahead and truce break France now. I want to eliminate him. Portugal's not giving me military access, so that's war. So I'll just go ahead and declare war here. And I'm out of diplo points at this point from all the annexing. I'm gonna go ahead and demand full annexation from France. I'm just gonna wipe peace Portugal. I'll come back for him later. And I'm gonna go ahead and send papal legate now, which should improve our progress quite a bit. So Lithuania is gone now. I'm just gonna unstate everything because my gov cap. Okay, we annexed Bohemia. I can go ahead and claim the mill hegemon. Oh, I got the unified Germany mission. And why did I want the military hegemon? Because you always get negative 10% war score cost, even if you don't gain power. I'm gonna go ahead and culture shift to English culture, and I'm going to form English nation. I'll grab the 100 Years' War, and I'll hit we cannot abandon our Angevin claim. I'll just grab these missions here, and just keep clicking these missions. I'll go ahead and curtail French nobility. Grab that mission. Grab the Angevin kingdom. Just, keep grabbing all these missions here. Get some nice CCR. Expand the army. And of course, the important mission is to dominate Europe, which gives you 5 admin efficiency. So go ahead and grab that. I'm going to go ahead and move my capital to this province here. It's going to be very expensive, but it's the only Piedmontese culture province. What I'm actually going to have to do is return 2 provinces to Burgundy. So that way I can culture shift to Piedmontese. Now we'll go ahead and form Sardinia Piedmont. And I'm just going to no CB truce break. And we'll grab colonization with Burgundy. Go ahead and grab these other missions now. The important mission here is the Alpine Powerhouse with the admin efficiency. Now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and state up some Prussian culture. I'm going to promote Prussian. Now I'm going to culture shift to Prussian. I'm going to convert to Protestant. Now I will reform into Prussia. Grab some missions here. I'm going to go ahead and advocate because I want a younger ruler for what's next. I'm also going to attempt to convert a Catholic province so I can get some Catholic zealots. I'm going to grab a show of strength. We're going to go down this path of missions here. And the important one is this 5% admin efficiency till the end of the game. So I also want to grab the balance of power. I just need to have an ally that is a great power. And so far that is proving to be difficult. I'm going to charter company to Gurjat just so I can be closer to him so that we can ally. So that completes that mission for me. The balance of power, which gives me 10 max effective absolutism in Berlin if I upgrade the Great Project. I'm going to go ahead and accept to become Catholic. Now I'm just going to dev Koenigsberg up a few times so I can get that mission here. And that'll give me a extra golden age for as long as my guy is alive. That's why we advocated earlier. Now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and form German nation and hit yes, please. So now we're finally at the end goal of being Germany. And we have a new mission tree that looks pretty nice. As Germany, we have a unique choose culture to integrate. So we can go ahead and keep integrating different cultures. Let's go ahead and look at these mission trees. So we have 50 owned provinces there and there. We get blood and iron, so just perma claims. Half off advisor. For annexing Poland, we get some more claims and upgrades a great project. So we can get negative 10% harsh treat costs at the end of the game, as well as negative 10 culture conversion costs. Pretty nice. This mission here gives us permanent claims on Italy. This gives us a little bit more gov cap, I assume, for having Italy. At the end of the game, we get a max promote culture and promote culture cost negative 25%. We've also got secure the north, get some trade power in Lubeck. This one allows us to construct the Kiel Canal regardless of our Avantech. We can strengthen the city expansion privileges, making it so it doesn't cost max absolutism. We got protected markets that makes it cheaper to promote mercantilism. This one gives us 5% production efficiency till the end of the game, and that was for having 110 development in Cilicia. This one was for invading Lubeck. It gives us 20 years harsh treat cost, perma claims in France, as well as a conditional modifier. I'll just grab this Germany again, seizing the channel trade power in English channel. So now we have this invade France mission, which is going to give us 20 absolutism. We are parading through France. We get cheaper expand admin costs and multi-cultural unity. And diplomatization subjects of German culture will not give the penalty. Okay, so we got to hire an admiral for this mission. We got the Imperial Navy, 25 naval tradition, ship power, and Navy tradition from protecting trade, and perma claims in Southern Africa. We got Scramble for Africa, we get some mercantilism, and we either get unlock a claim of peace CB, where we could take things at 75% cost in AE. So one targets Europeans, one targets everything. I'll just do the everything one. Burden the wooden wall, so until the end of the game we get Morale Navy's bonus. We gain an Admiral with 100 tradition, gain General with 80 tradition, and we get some R tradition in general. I can grab this for being the strongest trade power in the Baltic. Gain General with 100 tradition. So this mission requires a bunch of factories, and it's going to give us some production efficiency. Need to promote an admin advisor level skill 3. I was using a national unrest level 1 that I had to find. So that'll do that. So this will do this. That allows diplomatization cost and provincial trade power modifier on vassals. If you have the treasury advisor, you get a bit more money. Let's grab this. And if I build the canal, I get an extra merchant. Trade advisor will now provide plus 5% domestic trade power per advisor level. So this mission buffs a estate privilege, and it gives you some yearly absolutism as well as some max absolutism, which I could use. This allows us to fire radical reforms twice, which is kind of funny. I'll take a couple loans here to upgrade Granada. So we are now at 70% admin efficiency, which is pretty great. So I'm going to go and state up everything. This will definitely put me over my cap, but I'm just going to do it for a little bit. This will put me over my gov cap, but that's fine. I just want to rake in some money for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start the canal, one of my missions. And I got this mission done. I get a new heavy ship flagship. So we integrated a culture. So it gives us 1 max from our culture, and then we gain Pomerania as an accepted culture also. And we can keep doing that. So next we'll do Austrians. So my techs are all looking really good across the board. I'm going to turn my maintenance off and just collect for a little bit. Another culture integrated. So let's keep it going. And I can go ahead and accept a few cultures. Tech 22. Got a new idea group. I probably want to do defensive. The reason being is because it has a policy with humanists for land attrition. I'll go ahead and grab the Imperial Austrian Monarchy again. And for our tier 10, we're going to do regional representation. I got this mission done here for an extra merchant. Another culture's integrated, so let's grab another one. All right, so our gov cap is now 301 of 1944, so we're obviously chilling. And we're still making about 1,000 ducats a month, so no concerns there. We've got over 1 million troops. And I'm just going to do a few more wars because I want to clean up Europe. So I'm going to go to war with Portugal. And after all these years, the Mamluks have betrayed me. But that's okay. I'll just send 500,000 troops down there. We'll reminisce about old times. And I'm going to go ahead and switch to sustained discipline for the land attrition mods. And we're going to focus military for a bit. Need to get that land attrition done. I made the Wargle Buru. I'm so upset. Why should I make the Wargle Buru, man? Come on. I'm going to go ahead and fully annex Roma. So I definitely fooled on the Wargle. So I'm just going to end the war and take a few things. And then I'll choose Vreka with the Wargle that is not something stupid. So Portugal round 2, Lisboa this time. So there's another culture. Going to keep going. So I have 21 promoted cultures. Not bad. Probably finish upgrading Malta. I want to make the Mamluks anew with Portugal and Persia. We're just going to upgrade random grey projects now. Why not? This one's not bad for the idea cost. Alright, I'll declare on Scotland here. Also declare on the 2 Sicilies. I'm going to demand colonization from Portugal. It's not every culture you can do. It's only like German, around Germany region cultures. So there's a limit. Let's white peace the Ottomans. White peace Somalia. Colonization with Scotland. And time for the murder of the 2 slices. And it's going to be a full annexation. I'll grab Tech 23, and that's a big one. So we're going to be 83% admin efficiency. And of course, when we hit Tech 27, we'll get to max admin efficiency. We could even form Rome if we wanted. I'm going to return Rome real quick so he'll make me the papal controller. Nice. Alright, buddy, I was joking. Goodbye. And we'll take Rome back. So we integrate another culture, and that completes our mission here, Trust Your Neighbor. We need to, or we basically have to do 7 cultures. When you include the mission, though, it makes it so you can no longer do that, so keep that in mind. This one I need 70 crown land. Okay, sure, I'll do that real quick. Oh, junker loyalty 70 or greater. Okay, so I'm going to grab that mission. We have Kaiserreich. This one definitely got a nerf. It used to be 5 admin efficiency, and now it gives you a tier 2 buff depending on your culture. And I've looked at the different cultures, and there's really nothing too significant. Like this one does 10% infantry compatibility with militarization, even though we don't have militarization, but more or less it's going to be similar in power to that. So definitely a nerf. You can always select this bottom option to get 15% GovCap mod, which I would probably just do, even though I'm not really in need of that. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I can tell you this DLC is looking incredible, and you guys should pick it up. And I want to once again thank Paradox for sponsoring this video, and it would help me out a ton if you guys would get it in the link below. But as always, thanks for watching, and have a great one.